Girlfriend of 14 years cheated while we were on a break. Hi everyone. TLDR, girlfriend of 14. 5 years finally admitted she cheated while we hit a rough patch for like 5 weeks. She's 5 months pregnant with my baby. I'm broken and lost. Don't really know what I'm looking for with this post. I just feel so alone and might be using this to vent, but any advice or comment, be it good or bad, is welcome. So my GF, 31, and I, 32, have been dating for 5 years. Essentially high school sweethearts. Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but we've always managed to find our way back to each other. I have no doubt in my mind that I love her. So basically, a few months ago she told me that she slept with some random guy from work while we were having issues back in 2019. At this time, we were technically not together, but were still talking and keeping in contact. She never went more than 3 days without contacting me. I know this because it was the hardest time for me, as I tried my best to not contact her. Every day I counted the minutes until she would reach out first, and it was always a maximum of 3 days. She told me that she honestly didn't think we would get back together, and it absolutely meant nothing to her. She told me it was only one time and she deeply regrets it. She told me she is very ashamed of what she did, and the reason she kept it a secret for so long was because she was being selfish and didn't want to lose me. This literally broke me. She's literally my best friend. We see each other every single day and basically spend the whole day with each other when we're not at work or busy with other obligations. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like we've been together for 5 years. I honestly can't even picture my life without her. What hurts me is that she's so close to my family, and I see how much they love her. She's also so good with my 3 baby nephews and niece, and I honestly believe they like her more than they do me, lol. I haven't told anyone about what she did because I don't want them to view her in a negative light. So I've been basically dealing with this by myself. Plot twist, she's also 5 months pregnant with my baby. We were also seeing a therapist for a few months, but since we found out that she was carrying, we haven't been back due to financial restraints. It did seem to be helping though. She does seem regretful, and her actions lately suggest to me that she is trying to fix this relationship. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what this post is for. Everything is honestly so shit, but the one bright spot is that I know my unborn child will bring me light in an otherwise such a dark place that I am in right now. The betrayal I feel right now just makes me numb. Every day feels like I'm on a roller coaster ride. Just so many ups and downs. I've been dealing with some mental health issues also, and can't even recall the last time I felt genuinely happy. The one thing I do need advice on is how do I deal with this situation? Is it normal to want to know every single detail of what she did? She has since deleted messages between her and the person she cheated on me with. Is it okay for me to ask her to message him to provide screenshots of what their conversations were like, or does it seem a bit obsessive? I just want to believe her, and in a way, I feel like this would bring me a step closer to finding closure. She's been adamant that there was no feelings there, and that it absolutely didn't mean anything. Is there any way for me to move past this when all I feel is sadness? The one person that knows me best, and who I've always confided in and turned to for comfort when I'm feeling down, is also the person who completely destroyed me. I just feel so numb and lost. I'm so sorry for the long post. I just feel like I'm so alone because I don't want to tell anyone about what she did because of our situation. Any comment is welcome, good or bad. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this. Now for the next story. Wife partner, 33F, of 16 years cheated with a close friend, 34M, I, 33M, need advice. Partner of 16 years has cheated with a close friend and is extremely remorseful. What should I do? I have been together with my wife for 16 years since high school. We have 2 kids together, 4F and 2M, a house, etc. About 2 years ago we moved about 3 hours away from family and existing friends for a cheaper/better lifestyle for our kids. Our closest 34F and 34M friends also happened to move nearby a few months later, and they now have one child 2F. We've only ever been together sexually with each other in our lives, I believe, both sets of couples. About a week ago I noticed something was off with my wife, and I looked at messages on her phone which indicated that her and our friend, 34M, had been spending a bit more time together with the kids. They are both the stay-at-home parents, and had a long discussion about something. In the context of other messages it sounded like he might have been having mental health issues, so asked my wife incessantly if anything was up/I could help with, which she constantly denied. Fast forward to 2 days ago, and I had been away for work for a few days, and my wife had been extremely sexual with me when I came back, which I again found a bit odd as I had been upset about my mother being in hospital with a serious issue, so hadn't much been in the mood, which I thought she would have known. Something still wasn't sitting right, so I looked at her phone and messages again after she was asleep and saw that it looked like messages had been deleted, and I was able to recover a bunch of messages between her and our friend and couldn't believe what I read. They had had some kind of sexual encounter a night I was away, and the next day, while I was still away. They had been messaging each other all day, culminating in them sexting and talking very graphically about all the sexual things they wanted to do together. I confronted my wife, who acted like nothing was happening/she had no idea what I was talking about until I told her I had seen all the messages and showed her. She admitted it, and told me that our friend had confessed his love/affection for her about a week earlier, and she had knocked him back. She then told me that he had tried to kiss her a few days ago, which she didn't pull away from. That night he came over after our kids were asleep, and while I was away for work, and they kissed more, got some clothes off, and touched each other's genitals and kissed breasts/tongue kissed, but no sex. Then the next day, as I said, there was a lot of sexual messaging, culminating in them sexting and coming together separately. My wife has always been my best friend, very loyal, and I'm extremely proud and grateful of everything we have together. She is extremely remorseful and upset, and saying that he forced/duped her into thinking this wasn't going to be a big deal, and saying that she was pulled into curiosity about sex with someone else in her life/an affectation for feeling desired, as this friend has been complimentary on her cooking, how she looked, etc. I can see from the messages though that she is attracted to him, and still kept coming back for more even after knocking him back/realizing it was the wrong thing. She tells me it is a stupid mistake and deeply regrets it, which I admit is entirely out of character for her, especially as she is emotionally scarred from being a kid and having 2 sets of parents cheat on each other. It has only been a couple of days' reflection, but I am absolutely disgusted, sick, devastated, and let down by her actions, and my friend, but she is my wife, so I entirely blame her for engaging in it. I feel like I can never trust her again, and this has torn our whole world down. I think I owe it to myself to sit on it and reflect for a week or so, but I can't see my thoughts and feelings changing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.